Hey guys, welcome back to the Culture Channel. Today I'm gonna be going over Fabolous and Jadakiss's collab album, Friday on Elm Street. This album came out around Thanksgiving time, and in my opinion, it's a pretty dope album. I'll be going over some of the songs that I like the most, and then just talking about the album as a whole. So the intro to the song made me think that they came out with the album super late, because it gives off a Halloween theme. But then as you keep listening through the album, Soul Food comes, and Soul Food just basically talks about it becomes more of a Thanksgiving album with that song. One thing about this project as a whole is Fab and Jadakiss, both of them come with bars. The album is filled with a lot of meaningful lyrics, and then as you listen through it, you pick up on a bunch of stuff, but I'm pretty sure I missed on a lot of it. I feel like the theme of every single song is somewhat different, but when you listen to the project as a whole, the songs relate to each other as well, which I found that was pretty cool the way they did that. One of the songs that I would really like to point out is Talk About It, featuring Tiana Taylor. This song was super woke. They go on about police brutality. They talk about Trump. They talk about like all of the bad things that have been happening in the news currently. And the way they actually rapped over the beat and how they delivered their message, I thought was really cool. I mean, there's obviously the Eminem cypher where he goes at Trump, but a lot of people, it created a lot of controversy, and people didn't really listen to it as much as I feel like they should have. There's also, YG also made a song called like F Trump, but I know a lot of people probably got deterred from it just because of the title of the song alone. On this album, Talk About It, you wouldn't even realize what the theme of it is until you actually listen to it, and the way they delivered their message was super calm. It was super calm, and they delivered it like peacefully. It wasn't like Eminem where he's literally just coming at you and forcing his point on you. It was more calm, and the delivery of it was a lot better. And there were also a lot of lyrics on it, so it forced you to actually sit down and think about their message and how they're delivering it. And I feel like that was probably one of the dopest songs on this album, and probably holds the most meaning out of all the other songs. Also, Stand Up featuring Future. I personally like the remix version of it more, which is the last song, or they added it as the last song, because it includes Yo Gotti and Jeezy. I felt like that song was a lot better than the original. Because on the original, I felt like Future's part, they shouldn't have had Future doing the chorus. I felt like the chorus was pretty garbage, to be honest. But Fab and Jadakiss, when they spit their verses were stupid fire. And with Yo Gotti and Jeezy also throwing in a verse of their own, I felt like that just made the song a lot better. Both of the songs with Swiss beats on them, so Theme Music as well as I Pray, I felt like those two were some of the best songs on the album. In both of those songs, as you would expect out of Swiss beats, the beat is ridiculous. But more than that, I felt like Fab and Jadakiss, what they said on both of the songs was insane. I would recommend you guys to actually listen to the album as a whole first, and then go on Genius or something and look at the lyrics behind some of the songs. Most of it is pretty clear, and if you listen to rap, you'll understand it pretty well. But like, there's some things that you might want to go look at Genius just to clearly understand everything. But as a whole, I felt like this was easily the best collab project out of all of the other ones that have come out, including the Future Young Thug album, as well as the Offset and 21 Savage and Metro Boomin one. I feel like the 21 Savage, Offset, as well as the Future Young Thug one, those two I feel like had really short replay value. There's only a couple songs on both of those albums that I still currently listen to regularly. Whereas on this, it's the first time in a while I have to actually sit down and listen to each lyric and understand the meaning behind each song, which I thought was pretty cool. And that's something you would obviously expect out of these two legends. So even the artwork on this album shows a forest fire on one side and just a white blank canvas on the other. And I thought that visual was excellent for this album, because Fabolous and Jadakiss Fabolous and Jadakiss, that's like two different sides to every song, and the visual also talks about the beats on the songs. I feel like where a couple of the songs are super hype and the beat is fast, there's a lot of bass in them, whereas some of the other songs, the beat behind them is a lot more calmer. It focuses more on the lyrics, and the visual, I think, portrayed that very, very well. Overall, I would have to give it like a 9.5 out of 10 or something. I obviously still have to go through, listen to it a couple more times, but overall, this is easily one of my most favorite projects in the last couple months. So yeah, that's all I have for this album. Leave your comments down below. Be sure to listen to it. It's a dope album. But on that, this is the Culture Channel, and I'm out.
And y'all still got hate for me. Sometimes the ones clapping for you ain't happy for you. Thought they was rooting for you, really shooting for you. Hoes ain't loyal, niggas ain't either. People lie religiously, we just ain't believers. Pastor said, let us pray for our enemies. Fuck that, we let us spray for our enemies.